Guys, welcome to another episode of United and Everything Football. I am Kwame Kibusiakon, your co-host. I usually do this with our main host, Kwame Amin Bafo, but unfortunately he's not available today. But we have a special guest on the show today. A great friend, my own personal person, and a huge, massive Manchester United fan. She has a lot to unpack today. She needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce her anyway. She's Nana Abba Anamoah. Nana, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It's been a long time coming. I'm glad I finally made it.
And how are you doing?
Well, not too good. Not too good, because I'm a football fan who loves to brag after the weekend. Whichever day we play, I love to brag. And these days, I can't brag because my team is in such a poor state, a sorry state, a pale shadow of itself. It is embarrassing. I can't even, I still wear my jersey, but I know in my heart I am sad, but I have to put up a very strong persona to indicate that, yeah, we are down, but not out, and we are still Manchester United. But we are still not Manchester United.
No, we are not United, are we?
No, we are rubbish. We are rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Utter rubbish. That's what we are. That's what we've become. That's what we've become. And every single player of that team should be sacked. Every single one of them should be booted out. They have no right to wear our jersey. They have no right to call themselves Manchester United players because, well, a few of them still sacrifice. But majority of them, no passion, no zeal, no fire, no commitment, no passion, no respect for the fans who've traveled to Old Trafford or wherever they're going to play, no respect for the people who have made time to sit in front of their television sets to watch them, no respect for the people using their data to stream the games, no respect for anybody watching anywhere, listening to the radio. They have no idea what fans go through. But they just take their fat checks and they don't care, and they do things massively bad every single weekend, and it's become unbearable. And I am so upset as a Manchester United fan. Have I answered all your questions in one?
I don't even know what to say anymore. You've echoed the sentiments of a lot of fans, but let's just delve into a bit of what we actually want to talk about. So let's start with last midweek against Galatasaray. We drew 3-3.
Onana. No, don't say we should start with that midweek game.
All right,
let's start with Onana. Let's start with Onana. I remember when there were rumors that we were going to sign this gentleman. I kept telling United fans that guy is a one-trick pony. I kept telling United fans that, look, that guy, he had one excellent season and the whole world thinks that the guy is a magician. I told people, even in our WhatsApp group, I said it so many times that I do not trust Onana. I do not think that he will deliver. I do not think that Manchester United is a team for him. And he's proved me right. I was waiting for him to put me to shame, but he didn't. He couldn't. He can't. He can't put me to shame. He's had one good game, saving that penalty against which team did we even play?
Copenhagen.
I don't remember. Copenhagen saved that penalty at home, and that was it. That was his only brilliant moment. Where is the Onana that everyone was talking about last season, making so much noise about? He's disappeared. He's diffused. Look, Manchester United is not a team for him. He needs to leave. He needs to go somewhere else. United, he can come back later. But Manchester United is not a team for him. Week in, week out, day in, day out, he keeps embarrassing us. I get it. He's happy to play for Manchester United. I was even upset when he was outdoored. I thought it should have been something very quiet because this is not a guy who's been tried and tested. He had one brilliant season. So what? How do you let De Gea go and let this one come in? He should have been De Gea's apprentice. He doesn't even have the right to lace De Gea's boots. He cannot clean De Gea's boots. He cannot do that. How do you replace De Gea with this guy? And I have a lot of respect for Onana. I think he's done very well in his career. But Manchester United is not his level. United is not his level yet. Maybe one day he could have played for Manchester United.
He's 27.
In a Legends game. In a
Oh,
Legends
in a
game.
Legends game.
Yes. But not a competitive game. Look at our game against Newcastle. I mean, how?
No, we'll get to Newcastle. We'll get to Newcastle in a bet. In a bet.
It hasn't happened ever since 1992. Do you understand? Do you know the gravity of the team? Do you know how huge Manchester United is? And now some teams, Brighton, Newcastle, all of these fans can sit down and have arguments with Manchester United fans like we are their classmates. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, what happened? What is happening to my team? I can't even recognize the team again. I can't recognize the team again. And it's so painful, especially if you've watched some fantastic players in the past and you watch these ones. I mean, to be honest, some of them are good. Some of them are committed. You can see that they are trying very hard. You can see some are putting in the effort. Some are trying really hard to score goals, to give the passes, to keep the ball. Then there are some who are just trying so hard to change their hairstyles, baking, curling, frying their hair. What is this?
You can name drop.
I'm talking about Rashford. Rashford hasn't had a brilliant season. He hasn't had a brilliant season in a while. What is his business with that hair? I mean, I don't get it. I miss Sir Alex.
No, like you calm down.
What are you saying over there?
Calm
don't
down.
Annoy me. I'm very angry.
Calm down. Let's finish with Onana before we move on to Rashford. Has Onana killed our Champions League hopes?
Okay.
Is it over? Are we making it out to the group?
Of course he has. What do you still believe that we can qualify? Do you believe we can qualify?
I mean, mathematically,
you are banking your hopes on somebody drawing and we beating who? Bayern Munich. But do we have to play Bayern Munich? We have to play Bayern Munich. You think this team can play Bayern Munich and beat Bayern Munich? They shouldn't even show up. It will take a miracle. It will take a miracle. And you know what? If Manchester United qualifies for the next stage of the Champions League, I will be so disappointed because they have no business being there. They have no business being there. It will be a complete waste of our time. They have no business being there. We need to go back to the drawing board. Everything is taken wrongly. Everything is wrong, from the coach to whoever. Everything is wrong. Everything is wrong, and I don't understand. Is it the team, the manager who isn't good? Is it the players who are trying to set some agenda that we can't see through? I don't understand. And Onana is my biggest headache. He is my biggest headache. Trust me, I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. I just don't think that Manchester United is for him yet. I think the team is too big for him. He stands at the stadium and he's seeing all of these fans. It's a huge stadium. It's too much for him. I don't think he...
But he's played in front of huge crowds in the biggest football games in the world.
There's something that's not working.
All right. Newcastle.
Sorry?
Newcastle. Let's just move on to Newcastle. It was this gutless performance against Newcastle. We lost the game that most fans did think we were going to lose. We didn't put up a fight. Then there's been a lot of news after the game.
Gutless.
Yeah, what do you make of the whole encounter, the whole
a lot of news. I haven't even paid attention.
All right, so it's been a lot of backlash on the players.
Game, when
the likes of Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial have come under a bit of fire from the press, former players, saying basically they don't deserve to be wearing the shirt. They don't put in the effort. The least they can do is just work. At least work.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying. The shirts the same shirts that when Rooney wore. Have you seen what these players are doing in our jerseys? The same one Ji-Sung Park wore. The same one Gary Neville wore, Ryan Giggs wore, Patrice Evra wore. What are you talking about?
Football heritage. You're speaking of football heritage.
I don't even see a quarter of the energy. I don't see a quarter of the energy. Not a quarter. These players are pampered. They are pampered. They're just spoiled. They're just They're doing a lot of showbiz. They are so happy with whatever is happening on social media, the fans they get. Look, I think somebody has to sink something into their heads that they cannot do this to the fans. Look, we are not Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans can get used to this nonsense. We can't get used to this nonsense. No, we can't get used to this. I can never get used to it. When people say that,
It's been 10 years.
Arsenal has gone through it all this while. Arsenal has never won the Champions League. So that is not even a starting point. I hate it when somebody starts comparing and say, Arsenal has done it for a long time. They are not our mates. They are not our mates. It's just unfortunate that they're always in the top four with us. They are not our mates. When it comes to conversations about trophies, charisma, gravitas, Arsenal come nowhere close to Manchester United. So it is a non-starter. Then they say, oh, Liverpool went through it. Liverpool. How is anybody even having a conversation about Manchester United and throwing in Liverpool? Liverpool. They were in the woods for how long? No, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for Manchester United to be in the trenches for that long. Something has got to give. Something must happen. And it starts with the owners of the team, with the Glazers.
I was getting there.
They do not care about the team. They are greedy. That is where the problem is. It starts from the top. The head is rotten. Everything is rotten at the top. The middle is broken. There's nothing under. Everything is gone. And that is the problem with Manchester United. Newcastle, yeah, I get it that they've got some new money, some fresh money, but are we broke? Manchester United is not broke.
Mm-hmm.
Which players did Newcastle buy? They didn't buy any exceptional players, but look at the commitment, look at the passion they've been with, and they are going out there and they're showing it week in, week out that they can do it. Look at them against PSG. They were held down by, something in that game, but they deserved to win. You could see that they could win. Even though they drew, everyone was on their side. That look, that was a game that you can tell. Manchester United, the players are strutting onto the field like models. They don't care, except a few who really show that, yes, this is what we want to do. But majority of our players, no. They don't care. How are we losing to Newcastle back to back to back? How? Makes no sense. I mean, it really makes no sense. And it comes back to the same players, led by Onana.
Onana is in trouble for me.
It's painful. Look, it's painful. The things I want to say, because you're going to broadcast this, I can't say them for reputational issues. I can't say it. But Onana must go home, go to his bathroom, stand in front of the mirror, and think about all the times that he watched Manchester United play on TV and ask himself, gentlemen, is this where I belong? Or should I be doing better?
Mm-hmm.
You don't agree he has to be doing better?
No, the latter is a good question. He has to be doing better. He has to ask himself, should I be doing better? He should be doing better.
He asks questions. I mean, do they ask for feedback? Do they read feedback? I mean, yes, some of the feedback will be laced with insults. That's not good. But the problem is that people are frustrated. Fans are frustrated. This is not the United we know. This is not what we... Look, I miss the United of yore. I want that Manchester United back. And I don't think we are going to get it back anytime soon. Considering the players we are buying, considering what the players are doing, and Ten Hag. Ten Hag is a Pep Guardiola from Black Friday.
Ouch.
Pep Guardiola from Black Friday. That is what he is. That is what he is. He deceived us a few times last season. And I was thinking, next season, yay! That will be our moment of glory. It's worse. It is worse than his tactics. Sometimes I don't even know what he's playing. I don't understand his game plan. I don't understand his game plan. I don't understand how a handsome man can behave so badly.
A handsome bald man.
Yes. Well, there's another bald man who is doing exceptionally well somewhere.
Just across the street.
But honestly, they need to ask themselves some critical questions and find answers to those questions, because the answers are with them. The answers are with them. They need to answer those questions because they're not treating fans very well. I mean, I have never, ever, ever, ever in my life thought of going on any football show to go and rant about Manchester United. Never in my life, because I never thought I would get to that stage. But look at me. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. And it is painful because when Manchester United loses, it affects me. It has a ripple effect on me. It affects me. People see me in the morning, they say good morning. I'm just not in the mood because United sits in my heart. It's a critical part of me. I love that team to bits. I love Manchester United, and I don't like what's happening to Manchester United. I feel battered by Manchester United. I feel maltreated by Manchester United. I want a divorce, but I can't get the divorce because I am still in love. And so I'm in a toxic relationship. And that is not good for my health. It's not good for my sanity. I mean, you're a medical doctor. It's not good for my sanity.
I know.
It's not good for me. I tell myself that, look, I do not care. Today, Manchester United is playing. I don't care. I'm not going to watch the game. Kwame, the next second, I'm sitting in front of the TV watching the game. And it is depressing. Depressing. My tummy will be churning. What is this? It is not good for my health. And I'm sure so many players are going through it too. It's not fair. It is not fair.
Players are like,
anyway.
Nana, should Ten Hag still remain as our manager going forward?
No. At this point, anybody is better than Ten Hag. And don't ask me who is available. There are coaches available. There are human beings available. There are people who can coach the team. We don't need big names. We don't need star coaches. Somebody can do the game. Somebody can do the work. Ten Hag should not be. I might as well just stay with Ole.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's why just stick. Yeah. I might as well. He's a legend. He's done it for us so many times, not as a coach, but as a player. But I still have respect for Ole. What this man is doing, I don't know. At least with Ole, I could tell that, look, this game plan this man has is rubbish, but he still had a game plan, and it turned out to be rubbish. Sometimes it went well. But this man is going south all the time. Why is he not benching Onana? Is he the only goalkeeper we have? Try others. When they come and they concede 7 goals, we know they are second, third goalkeepers. But if our first choice is misbehaving, conducting himself so badly, playing like an enemy for Manchester United, he's like somebody who was just implanted in Manchester United, come and mess them up. That's what he looks like, a mole in Manchester United. Which goalkeeper? Even me, without all the reflexes, my reflexes are very bad. I can't even catch a pen. Even me, I will not try to catch a pen and throw the pen to an opponent for the opponent to score. I will not do that. How is Onana a professional goalkeeper doing that? And even despite all my reservations about Onana, that I don't think Onana will succeed at Manchester United, I was excited because he was an African man coming to Manchester United. And I was excited about it. And I was hoping you prove me wrong. But really, he's letting us down. He's letting Africans down. And that's not fair. That's not fair for our color. Not fair for our culture. It's not fair for our people. It's not cool. They should sack him. Sack Ten Hag. Sack Onana.
Sack everybody, basically. All right.
End his contract. End their contracts. Okay.
Nana, calm down. On Wednesday,
it is not funny, Kwame.
I know.
Don't mess with this.
I know. I'm not messing with it. I'm serious. On Wednesday, there's the Battle of the Bastards, Chelsea versus Manchester United. It's not going well for Chelsea either, but then we're also in a.
I love the title you give to that. Chelsea are not looking like that anymore. I mean, a good game against Brighton over the weekend, and they believe they are coming back. They haven't been too bad in their last 2-3 games. Not too bad. I mean, it's not been wonderful, but they're better than Manchester United. I mean, I watched them against Brighton. I wish Brighton could have put in more goals, but you could see that there was a glimpse of the old Chelsea, the Chelsea before all of this crisis that saw Abramovich, step down. You can see glimpses of coming back, even if it's not so impressive. You can. What has happened to Manchester United? Our owners are still there. Nothing has happened. And again, what the Chelsea players went through was traumatizing. To see the owner of their team walk out the way he did, to see all of the news about Chelsea, every second Chelsea, the players get paid, are they getting this? Is this person staying? It was traumatizing. It was mentally not very sound for them. But for them to be able to turn the corner the way they are doing now, it's brilliant to see. It is impressive. I mean, I know you don't like Chelsea. I don't like them. I probably hate them more than you do. But the fact is the fact. They're looking good. They look impressive. And for players who have come from what they went through last season or a couple of seasons ago, whatever time that thing happened, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I wish they'll be worse than this, but they're not. They're looking good. Are they coming to us?
Yeah, Old Trafford.
Well, they haven't had some good results at Old Trafford in a while.
They haven't had good results against us in a while.
Sorry?
They haven't had good results against us in a long while, especially in the league.
Right.
It's like 6 years.
But if what happened over the weekend is anything to go by, if you're going to compare boots for boots, I think Chelsea stands a better chance.
Okay.
Because they have energy. They won over the weekend. So they have some spirit. They are in high spirit. They believe they can do something. Manchester United, I don't know what to say. I'd be happy to see them win. But again, it is Manchester United. When you expect them to do horrible, they do great. And then you're like, oh, what just happened? So maybe they will do something. But it is not enough to do just something. They need to be doing that thing every weekend. Other teams are doing... Look at Arsenal sitting on top of the league. They have no business being there. But again, it is Arsenal. They'll drop at some point. Even my cup of tea.
It's good you stuck that
in. But I think that Manchester United must give a good account of themselves against Chelsea because they are our foes. They are adversaries. I mean, they are not our really our direct competition. But in recent times, they've given us a run for our money. And so we need to do something better on Wednesday. And I can't wait for Wednesday. I can't wait for them to disappoint me again because I'm getting used to the disappointments now, which is very bad.
God,
which is very bad. And if Onana concedes any of those ridiculous goals, God help us. God help us because the fans, it is just too much. Look, I couldn't sleep on Saturday. I couldn't sleep. What's going on with Manchester United? It's happening.
It's upset.
It's happening. And then you watch Liverpool. You watch Liverpool, Fulham, and it's end-to-end stuff. What a game that was. Where is that fire? That was the fire Manchester United had. You don't give up till the last minute. What happened? I don't know how Sir Alex is feeling right now. He must be really, really gutted and disappointed in this United team. And it's sad to watch.
All right. Before we sign off, Sir Jimmy Ratcliffe, talk to me about him. The whole takeover process, the whole bet, is it going to change anything?
Listen. Those Glazers, I think that we should combine our forces in West Africa. Whatever force we believe we have. Because it looks like nothing worked in that Europe, in that Manchester, in that England. Nothing worked there. We need to pass somewhere. We need to pass them out. That was just by the way. No, I don't. Yeah. The way we know in West Africa. But I'm joking. I am joking. No, but I think the whole I think it was just a game they put up that they were looking for a buyer. Because honestly, I would have wanted the Saudi guy to get it.
Oh, you mean the Qatari?
Because the Qataris to get it. Because they have shown, put PSG aside. PSG has its own issues. They need to sort their issues out. This man, I don't believe he I don't believe he's got, well, maybe he's got good intentions. Maybe he's a fan who is also very disappointed, who believes. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm willing to take a bet on him. The things at the moment, any owner is better than the Glazers.
Fair.
Any owner will be better than the Glazers. And we need owners who understand football, who know that, yes, football is business, but it's also a passion for some people. So it's not just about making the money. You make the money and you satisfy the people who are spending the money. But these Glazers, they're just taking, and nothing else matters to them. And so I'm willing to give this gentleman, it's not like I own any shares of Manchester United to say I'm willing to give him a chance. But as a fan, I would want us to try somebody new. My preference would have been the Qataris, but that didn't happen. No need to cry over spilled milk. But whoever comes in at the moment, I think will turn things around at Manchester United for good. And that will be beautiful to watch.
For good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that was a lot to unpack. If I leave you, you'll probably rant for another 30 minutes. So
about Onana.
Let's just call it a day. Thank you very much, Nana, for doing this, for coming on the show, for unpacking.
Yeah, welcome.
All right, we are really grateful, and we hope to do this another time soon, in better circumstances.
Definitely.
All right, so that's it for the
show. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. So that's it for the show today, and we'll catch you guys again another time.